We start off by having a GitHub runner in our GCP project, and we create a dummy PR as a feature request to show all the static checks and the security checks that happen um, on our feature request. Once this feature request is merged, what I'm showing you right now is the deployment workflow that's happening on the development branch. So, the first step that you saw happened was the Docker build step that creates a Docker image and pushes it onto the Docker Hub. The next thing that goes on is the instance setup that happens through Terraform. After that, Ansible playbook is run, which creates the like it sets up all the three servers, which is the web server on which the Docker image of the coffee project runs. Then there's the load balancer that manages multiple instances of the coffee project web server and also performs health checks on the web server. And the third one is the monitoring server that uses Prometheus and Grafana to perform logging and visualization of your system metrics. Now that the deployment is done, we will go on to our GCP instances and look at the load balancer, which is serving the coffee project. Now we will perform a rate limit test using Locust, and you will see that it is being rate limited. Some of the requests are like failing because of the rate limiter that we have put on over there. Next, we will show the health check service that's there. So it's present in the slash status page of the load balancer. Next, we'll look at the monitoring server. We'll first look at Prometheus. And if you look at targets, it's looking at both the load balancers and the web server. Next, we log on to Grafana and we look at the dashboard. We will simulate some load using Locust just so that we can see some logs on the Grafana dashboard. You can now see that on the Grafana dashboard, you can see that the CPU load is sort of peaking, and when we stopped it, it starts to go back down. Next, we are going to create a release branch. So we take this from the dev branch and create a release branch. This triggers a deployment workflow for the release branch. So this what this does is it creates a pre-release environment infrastructure that will set up a VM instance, the three servers for this particular pre-release branch. Once all the checks are done and passed and the deployment is done, we'll once again go ahead and check the server. Yes, it's working, serving the coffee project. All the backend services are up. So everything is okay. We merged it onto the main. One feature that we have added is that once release branch is closed, we go ahead and clean up all the resources allocated to that release branch. On the uh, main branch, you can see that all the linters have finished and the auto release workflow has completed. What this does is it automatically creates a release based on the pull request that was sent. Um, and the deployment workflow for the main branch is complete. You can see the coffee project is serving.